You guys do anything good today? I see one thumbs up, still showing 0 online. 2 thumbs up. Brad Barr, what's up? Strother, what's going on, man? How are you? These will let you hold 22 rifle rounds any place you can put a single mag. Enlisted Prepper, what's up? Carrie, what's up? Do the free thing. 16 of you on here, hit that thumbs up for us. Derek Olson, what's going on, man? Chase, what's up? What did you guys do today? Did you do anything awesome? Cool aprons. Watching your video of what did early North Americans eat. I'm not even sure what video that is. Blockade, what's up? Trey Davis, what's up?
So what did they eat?
I don't know.
They're asking him.
Sound City Solutions, how are you? We went to Memphis and
No,
needed,
we went to Jackson.
yeah, we went to Jackson. I needed a 3-inch trash pump. And online it said they had it. We got there. All they had was the floor model. So then we went to Milan and we actually got it and all the attachments and stuff we needed. And now we own our own septic pumping business. Well, minus the truck. No, it's totally, nothing we do is not a business. It's a business. But we got that. Hit up a couple of little antique places there. Actually huge. The same company or the same person bought an abandoned Walmart there and put a huge antique. Most of it's not antiques. It's just kind of vintage and flea market shit. But there's some cool things in there. And then they also bought the Walmart, the empty Walmart across the street, which is even bigger. And that's some cool things. Second Militia, what's up? Monica, what's up? Which motor? The Honda? No, I got a Predator motor. They didn't have a Honda. It's the $900 one. And then I got the rigid 15-foot 3-inch hose. And then I got the 25-foot 3-inch flat hose for the backside, I think. Garage is now set up. Radio Factory office got wrapped from Costco, as you suggest. You'll be way happier with those than you would have been with the Sam's Club ones. Did you ever do a video on injectable med case? Just bought one yesterday. Enlisted. I don't know if we have. We should actually do that. We should do that in the cigar case, the knife portfolio, the knife roll-ups. We should do those. And this. We should do all the journal covers and the Right in the Rain covers. We should do all of those. And especially the EDC carrier, EDC organizer, and the EDC pouches. And we actually have some of those. We have quite a few, actually. We're going to do a video with the covert rig, but we actually want to do like a heat, like a bank robbery, like a shootout. So that's in the plans. It's being worked out. We're we're actually talking to somebody that has access to a bank, a closed down bank. I'm sure there's some governing bullshit to use a real bank or current active bank. LW Jacks, are you familiar with the trash pumps? Kirby, what's up? How cool are those? We actually did these. We gave these away in the past as a giveaway. So, bladder you recommend to go in your hydration carrier? I like Camelback bladders. I see guys say Source and all kinds of stuff. Almost anything will fit. And apparently, Camelback makes one that has like an insulation cover over it, and it fits in there. Somebody sent me a photo today, as a matter of fact. A little bit nice setup. The Predator engine is so good, they now have knockoff. Right on. I like the Strider. I like the Striders too, man. I actually have a few Striders available if anybody didn't get one or wants another one. I have some of the last. I might have one of these, but I think I have. A couple of these available still. Running through West Virginia. Meet a couple of buying the same racks, trying to put them in a sedan. Took them in the truck for them. That's very nice of you, man. I like people are always like, how do I make money? Go sit in a Walmart parking lot with a truck or a van, or a Costco or a Sam's Club, because there's always, especially if there's a UFC fight or a big football game, because there is always some dipshit that buys a fucking TV that will not fit in their shit. Late to the party. Does the Nalgene bottle pouch hold the large Jetboil kit? No, it holds just the normal Jetboil. The large Jetboil, like the Sumo, like what are you talking about, the large Jetboil kit? I am not familiar with a product from Jetboil called the large Jetboil. Now, there very well could be one. I own a dozen Jetboils. The original size Jetboil is one of the ones they still make, and that is what it fits. This one. The old school traditional black one. This one just has a multicam cover on it. No, the Sumo's fucking retarded big. Who the fuck even carries a Sumo? Well, I mean, obviously you do, but we bought the Camp Chef. I think it's Camp Chef also, like the knockoff one. And we're gonna do just a head-to-head video. We're gonna boil some water side by side with it and see. The different fuels burn a little differently too. What's with leaves not falling? Big B, our leaves are fucking falling all over the place. I actually said Friday, we have more leaves in our parking lot than we've ever had before. Has the private group question and answer? Yes, Amanda and I, we actually filmed it. We normally film it on Thursday and Friday. We filmed a ton of other stuff Friday, so we actually knocked it out on Thursday. What did we do today, guys? What happened? Evan Dixon answered. What did we do today? What was the coolest thing you did today? What's the coolest shit you did today? Bonus points if the cool thing was also the thing you needed to do, or the thing that really fucking benefited you too. How fucking awesome would it be if the things you had to do in life were also the things you needed to do, but also the things that you wanted to do, right? You woke up excited to do this thing, and it also benefited you, right? Not like go to Disneyland, unless you fucking can profit from going. If you got a YouTube channel and like going to Disneyland gets eyeballs, fucking more power to you. 3 inches of snow. Do you gather your leaves for composting or leaf mold? So we did for a long time. I don't think I can show it to you here. Let's see. Ooh, it's fucking cold out here. Okay, there's a big leaf vacuum right there. Behind that, there's the orange one. See that orange thing down there? That's the one that, as the wheels turn, it turns some brushes. That thing works amazingly well. And I used to pick up all the leaves with that. And then I bought that big tow behind vacuum that has a, that attaches to your, where the grass shoots out on your big mowers. So I would mow up all the leaves and it would, you know, chop them up, and we would do that. But I'm to the point now where I don't need to do that anymore. I also used to send, we'd put 4 or 5 guys out in the woods with rakes, and we had these 70-gallon trash cans. They're square, so they lay flat. And we would rake up huge piles of leaves and then just push them into the trash can. And I would actually rake up the leaves at my houses and bring them here to compost, and I would rake up leaves off other properties. And then I had a friend that was doing a leaf cleanup business, and he had like full-blown vacuum trailers and stuff, and he was dumping 2 or 3 trailerfuls of leaves here for an entire season also. Did you find out if your skid steer has an auto level for the bucket? So Buckshot, it actually does, and I've never been able to get it to work. I've never, it's not, and I'm sure it's something I'm doing, something stupid. But I do want to get a land plane. Took the wife to the airport, shoveled snow, had beers with old friends. Right on. I thought that said bears. Installed a toilet. Right on. Very cool. Got our baby crib today. We're having a baby boy. Congratulations, Derek. Took my son squirrel hunting. Fucking probably the coolest one in out of here. That's cool. Mom's birthday, lunch, dinner, nice. Coolest today, pressure can ground beef. Fucking awesome. Good. Jen Griffin. Hello. I haven't seen you in a long time. We were actually talking about you the other day. Hope you're both well. We are. It's been a long time. Lee makes good compost. It does. It does. But I have so many rabbits, man. I've got rabbits, lots of rabbits. And, you know, we could totally put the compost in there with the rabbits. We could add some green to it, grass clippings. And I do. I sometimes mow bagged with a bagged mower. Set up marketing department for a buddy. It's really all just a joke. But he does have quite a small business for offensive gun guy clothing. Very weird day. Good. Shooting drills, 2.5 more pounds on the deadlift. Fucking awesome, Eric. I got up at 4. Shot a 4:30 video. Maybe you guys saw it. I wouldn't know because you didn't bother to fucking comment. I know Monica saw it. Came in and did warm up. 60 rep sets, 3 60 rep sets. Shoulders, side, front, rears. And then I shoulder pressed 20 rep sets, the entire rack. So 20 with 5s, 20 with 10, 20 with 15s, all the way up to the 50s. And then I did a shoulder workout after all that. Super digging these grips. Loving these. We're actually going to produce these. We're sourcing the aluminum, but we're going to gnarl ours more aggressively and completely, I think. And then we're going to Cerakote them. And we're doing our strapping in Multicam Black. And then after that, I did triceps, and then I ran treadmill for 30 or 35 minutes. And I feel fucking beat to shit. If I had a jacuzzi right now, I would definitely be in it. I don't know why I don't have a jacuzzi. But I feel my knees and my legs and my glutes, everything from sprints. And then last night we did a little bit of jump rope. Not like we jumped rope, you know, not like a full workout, but Lewis came over and brought a couple different jump ropes over. And using a proper jump rope, like this was better than the one I had, but having a really nice jump rope, holy shit, way better jumping rope. And having a heavy rope and a light rope. But I'm sure that I'm feeling more the jump roping last night, and then I jump rope today too. So I'm sure that I'm feeling that some. And then we jumped in the car and fucking drove around the 4Runner, drove around all day. But we completed everything we set out to do, plus some bonuses. How cool would it be to exercise and do shooting drills during your rest period? You totally should. I mean, Pat Mack does. Sucks getting older. I know I'm hurting. Yeah, I feel it, Jen. I think when I turned 30, right? I was fine the day before I turned 30, but when I turned 30, I don't jump out of the big truck anymore, right? I've got a truck on 37s, 10 inches or 8 inches of lift. I don't jump out of there because, not because I can't, but because if something goes wrong, if I twist my ankle or whatever, I don't heal like I used to. So it's more preservation and quality of future life. My arms lock up. And we had a great time. We did. We had a great time. Went to a little restaurant called Coyote. Milan is much larger than Camden. I didn't know that. I'd never been there. Cool restaurant. In the bathroom, they have this fucking flamingo wallpaper with flamingos. It fucking just awesome. Awesome, neat place. I had some duck. I had 0 carbs. No, I got to take that back. I had 0 carbs this morning. Wolfed down a bunch of eggs and bacon that I made this morning. But 0 carbs until 1, maybe. I had some sushi. More sashimi, but I did throw some sushi in there, which just means I had rice. And then I had duck egg rolls. And I had a bone-in pork chop. And Amanda made me have an Oreo milkshake that was handmade. That was delicious. And a margarita, which was pretty good. It's more of a Kool-Aid margarita. You know, it had mix in it. Is that a metal desk? You know, I love industrial pieces. A metal desk? No, I don't have a metal desk out here. I have a table saw. And then I have these big roller cabinets, which are now, I want to say these are fucking $700 now. I think I bought 4 of these things. I feel like I bought a bunch more of these workbenches, but I don't know where they're at. But I have at least 4 of these workbenches, and we bought dozens of these things. And all of these are like triple the price of what they were. But you know, if you order, if maybe you guys don't know, this stuff here, these cabinets and shit, these stainless steel cabinets, you can order them in red and also black. And I believe you can order them in red and black from the manufacturer, but you can also order them in colors, I believe, from Sam's Club website. I could go for a pork chop. So I never would have bought pork chop or lamb chop like out at a restaurant because they always have like a bone-in ribeye. But that's kind of a secret, you know. You go to a steakhouse, but if they have a good pork, like especially a big, the difference between a restaurant where you're going to get, you know, a $30 steak and a $100 steak is that all those cuts of meat, those pork chops and those lamb chops and those ribeyes and stuff, they're going to be, you know, an inch thick as opposed to like 3 inches thick. And that bigger meat typically, they're going to have better quality chefs or cooks there. They're probably going to have a chef instead of a cook because it takes more skill to cook that thicker meat proper. I love how he throws you under the bus. She did not have a milkshake. She did not make me have a milkshake. Wife made chocolate-covered strawberries. Delicious. I used to order those for all the employees, and I've stopped. I don't bring any junk for the employees. We used to have Pepsi come in here, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you put a Pepsi machine outside? You could make some money." I'm like, because my fucking employees don't need fucking Pepsi. They don't need any shit. They don't need an insulin spike. Half of them are killing themselves through their diet. Man, I went to Maryland Irish Festival. What a great day. Talking to a bunch of old friends. Very cool. Are those aftermarket headlights on the 4Runner? They are, Dale. I have a I have a YouTube video on them. They actually are. Do you have a 4Runner? I can put you in a couple of groups on Facebook that are very active and tons of knowledge, lots of comments, and you'll see a lot of people and their opinions, and then a lot of them will actually have supporting evidence through photos. 28 years old, walked every I needed to go during high school. Yeah, I did too. The moment I started working full-time at the desk, I felt 10 years. Oh, I bet, yeah. Pork chops at the place in Land Between the Lakes is killer. Buckshot Scott, who are you? And that's Tom and Patty's, burnt down, rebuilt, and that is what they are known for. They are absolutely known for their applesauce pork chop and their bacon grease wilted spinach salad. And that's what James told me. Like, I think when we came and visited for a couple days looking for a house, James took us to Tom and Patty's, and he said, "This is what you will order." He's like, you have to get this. Next time you come, you don't have to, but the first time you go, you have to get the pork chop. Tacoma. So Dale, yeah, they have them, man. They have them. Pretty pleased with them. The price on them, I want to say, is $1,000. There are headlights that are much brighter and people rave and like better, but you're going to pay $3,000 for a set of headlights. So I went with the $1,000 headlights. They do some cool things. And then I put Baja Designs lights everywhere. So I've got Baja Designs for fogs. I have Baja Design light bars. And they're just fucking badass. Hiked at 5 a.m., worked around the house, ready for winter, winterized the outside. Chuck, what's up, man? Pull the hoses up? Yeah, I need to do the hoses. John, do you listen to Wes Watson stuff at all? Have added him and Andy Frisella to the podcast playlist. Real J Hill. Watson? Watson? Who the fuck is Watson? Oh, you mean Watson Fit. Yeah. Bitch Tits and Buggy Whips? Yeah. Yeah, I listen to him. He's actually he comes here to Nashville. Yeah. He comes here and sees a dude that's a friend with a good friend of mine. Love the headlights in the 4Runner. Amazing, and I'm the only one that drives it. John, do you listen to Wes? Okay, we read that. Yeah, your frequency is what you frequently see. Yep. We actually listened to Wes Watson for 90 minutes today. Amanda, she's heard some of his stuff, and he definitely has influenced some of my presentation, but she didn't know who he was. Stuck in Illinois, found you years ago through Jaeger. Dig you and your gear, so I stuck around. Well, awesome, man, awesome. Amen to the thick chops. Want a badass pork chop? Patty's 1800 Settlement Restaurant. There's another dude there, yeah. So has anybody been there since they rebuilt? And if you've been there, are you aware that right there where those little shops and stuff are, if you walk out, like behind Tom and Patty's, right? If you go to the right, it goes a little ways. There's some shops and some stuff there. If you go to the left, there's like a zoo back in there. Not a huge zoo, but fucking neat enough. And there's a little tiny wedding chapel. It's just very cool back in there. Wife's grandmother cooking a squirrel and dumplings. Fucking awesome, Chase. Very cool, man. Early lunch from the squirrels, my son and I. Fucking very cool. What has Mookie been up to? He's been busy being Ben Thomas and raising his son. Apart from back being a bit angry, went to the Irish Festival, had a blast. Say my girls performed. Very cool. How's things settling out on your end of the world? I don't know what we're talking about. Irish vet, what's up, buddy? Irish USMC. So I put up this picture. Go when you get off of here, go over to Instagram, and there's a little reel, you know, a 3-second, 5-second video of this, right? And some dude with USMC jumps on there in his name and has issue with this. He's like, "You can just fuck off, you fucking," what, I don't even know what he said. And I'm like, "Hey, chill out. Surely you're drunk, and I hope your day's better tomorrow." And he didn't reply, but a few other people commented. So I tagged him again. I'm like, "Hey, man, are you having a better day today?" He's like, "Oh, you're fucking one of those guys." I'm like, "Who? One of those guys? Super handsome, driven, motivated, the motherfucker you wish your wife wishes you were? Yeah, that's who I am. That's me. If that's what you meant, yes, you're correct. But I don't know what you meant because you didn't bother to fucking say it because you only speak in half sentences and you're kind of like a little passive aggressive bitch and you don't actually say what you fully want to say." Thanks for the birthday bags. Put in 3 orders. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. So the Marine Corps birthday is the Woodland bag with the EGA embroidered on the side, on both sides, in gold thread. Very cool. The Veterans Day, you get a handled boot bag, which is a slightly larger bag, and you get to actually pick your colors. New house has an outbuilding, needs new siding. I'm thinking metal, not vinyl siding. Metal's how I would go if you can do it. If you can do it, metal is how I would go. And you might even be able to, and it might not matter to you, right? You might be able to save some money getting some metal left over from other jobs. Maybe the front doesn't have to be the same color as the back, you know? The insulation in here was white, and it was hideous. So the contractor, before we moved in the building, sprayed the whole ceiling black. But there was no insulation on this little run over here. So it was white, and it was always falling down. So my guys, if you've never put up metal, you basically take this trim, and you screw it on, and then the metal sits in the trim, and you have a piece of trim at the top, and it just kind of, you put the top piece in last. Well, on the roof here, you have the same thing. So we did this run here to cover it up. That piece of metal from there to there, it was $1,100. It's $2,200 today. $2,200. It's literally doubled in price over the last 2 years. Did a house recently, the guy paid $40 a foot for his siding. Kerosene for long-term grant. I didn't see Grant's question, but kerosene stores really indefinitely, and it gives you very good heat. Santa jingles from your keys. Got my Odie key sound? Oh, got it. Right on. See, yeah, Cody was saying the exact same thing. Metal is expensive. You won't ever regret it. You'll never regret the metal. Would you recommend kerosene or propane heat as a backup for home heating in the event of a power outage? Okay, a little different question. What is the event of a power outage? How long is your power outages, right? We had a power outage here in Tennessee where I lived for 10 days. The power was down, 10 days. That's the most power outage we've ever had. But when I went to my shop, the power wasn't out. When I went to Jaeger's, the power wasn't out. So were we without power? Yes. It was in the summer. So, propane, very, very fucking convenient. Buddy heater. get the big buddy if you're going to get it. Don't fuck with the small one. Just get the big buddy heater. You won't regret it. And you can use half of it. It has 2 burners on it side by side. And a buddy heater's under $200. You'll love it. And it'll run on 1 pound cylinders. You can put 1 in, or you can put 2 in. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. And whether you have 1 or 2, you can run 1 burner, or you can run 2 burners. 1 pound cylinders. Used to buy 3 packs for $5, $7. Now you pay $10 and $10, $12, you get 2 packs. Still, very, very convenient. You can buy an adapter and a hose, and you can run them off barbecue tanks. You don't have to buy brand new barbecue tanks. You can buy used barbecue tanks from dudes off Facebook and Locals and Craigslist, right? You can then, even if you get old ones, out-of-date ones, right? If it's past a certain date, the threads are different and the manifold's different, so they won't fill it at a fill place. But what you do is you go to Walmart or any of the propane exchanges, and the kid's going to give you a loaded tank, and he's going to take your old one and not say shit about it. Now, bulk propane tends to be dirty. So when you do this, when you're buying your hose and your adapter, just make sure you buy a filter, an inline filter. And that'll clean that out. It won't, and then you won't have a problem. It won't plug up your orifices and stuff, your jets or whatever. So, propane never goes bad either. But for heating, propane is the most expensive heat that there is. Next, well, electricity might cost more. I bet propane costs more. Now, kerosene. Kerosene's a liquid. They've used it for hundreds of years. I have multiple kerosene heaters. We heated 7 winters in a row with kerosene and a couple other things, mainly kerosene. It's easy to deal with. It's not bad. It is a liquid, and when it's fucking cold, it's fucking the liquid's cold. You just use a pump. You put it in the thing. We would take the kerosene heater to the garage, fill it up, and then walk it back in. It holds like a gallon, I think, maybe a gallon in there, if that, and it'll run all through the night. Puts out a shit ton of heat. So you could do either, or both. Can't wait for new season of Yellowstone. When does it come out? I see tanks at the curb for garbage. Free tank for me. Go get them. Get every one you can get. I have at least 50 of them. I will actively pursue another 50. They're just too convenient. You can move them. Sure, you could do a bulk tank, but a bulk tank, somebody has to come and fill it. And you can't really move it around. The propane tank, the barbecue tank, your kids can move it. Your wife can move it if she needs to, if you're not there. Watching season 5 Yellowstone, I take a wood burn. Yeah, wood burning stove would be beautiful. Coal fucking stove would be great. Like any of them, You can buy old stoves. They're out there. They're not super efficient, but I mean, it got people through hundreds of years. You can also buy brand new, modern Amish stoves. They have kerosene stoves and wood burning stoves, but they're very costly. Like if you really want to see all of your options, look at Lehman's, Lehams, Lehman's non-electric company. It's an Amish place. They have beautiful stoves with ovens, dual ovens and stoves and water boxes. I mean, beautiful porcelain or raw metal. $6,000. $6,000. And the wait is 6 months to a year on them. But sure, that's an heirloom thing. That is a thing that when you are dead and gone and your kids don't give a shit about it, it's going to be sitting in an antique store 100, 200 years from now. And as soon as it hits the floor, somebody's going to snatch it up the second they see it. Ever see the Amish move a building? There's tons of video of it, man. Rocket Mass heater. I like Rocket Mass heater. They're big, though. I don't want a permanent fucking fixture anywhere here. Gasoline Jennies will start to degrade the lines. Yes. Anything, especially now, man. As a child, meaning 18, 19, 20, 25, man, we would have fuel and shit for a year and then just kick the shit out of the motorcycle and it would fucking start. And if it didn't, we'd turn the bike sideways, dump the fuel out, put new gas in, kick the shit out of it, and it would start. Not here. Not now. Your gas lines are fucking eat to shit. The little copper tube that used to go in the Honda XRs, those would be eaten up. Now those are all plastic. It eats the shit out of fucking everything. It can't even pick the fuel up. Converted my Honda generator to run gas or propane. Have about 10 or 12. Yes, there are a lot of dual fuels. Predator's got a dual fuel. Honda has a bunch of dual fuels. Yamaha's a dual fuel. If you look up dual fuel, there's a company that sends you a carburetor for any of those generators so that you can do dual fuel. They also send a kit to do it yourself also. These are all sold. If you saw these and you're like, man, I'm going to buy one of them Highlander large tool bags. No, you're not. They're gone. If you got one, congratulations. We do have the Woodland Multicam Black still available, which I think is nicer anyways. Ever use one of the Chinese diesel heaters? I have not, but I've been watching several videos on those. They look very promising. Man, it seems so convenient to have that Bluetooth app. I really don't know that I like the idea of having to use your what if you can't use your phone? Will that thing still work without the Bluetooth app, right? Because that's how you control the throttle and shit on it. I got an 11,000 dual fuel Ginny. Next step is build from FEMA gasification. Cool. Cool. So there are some turnkey. You can buy them. They look like Honda generators. They come on a dolly, basically, and they're wood gasifiers. You put gas in, and electricity comes out. They're gasifier generators. Tomorrow, first episode of Yellowstone. I don't know that I can watch it. I don't know that I have the capability to watch it. Whatever we used to watch it on, the DVR would just kind of record it, and I don't think it's on the same platform. This shit's cool. This is actually raised. It's all embroidered. They're not even like you would think they're really, and they kind of are expensive. I think that the company I saw started at $3,600 and went up to like 11,000 depending on size. That's an actual bearskin top hat. When you see these, they're usually a few $100. I bought this one for $25. YouTube TV, if you have that. Tried to run an exhaust extension on my Honda generator out under slightly open garage door for some added security and sound reduction. Unfortunately, still set off the CO alarm. I wonder if you had a fan in the middle of the pipe, if it would pull that shit. Not that it's going to change that, but will I be buying a Hank out of that Christmas material? Blockade, man, it's very nice material. I was surprised that they had material that nice. A lot of, like, for really nice material for liners and stuff, I use upholstery material, like this stuff. Where's my other one? Here, let me show you this one. I looked at this and I'm like, oh, that looks medieval. Very cool. And like these are raised. This one. These are all raised also, like embroidery. Very, very nice. $50 a yard. That's what that stuff goes for. Have to get up early to pack. Hope you'll all have a great... Jen, right on. Good to see you here. All right, guys, we'll go for a few more minutes. Anything you want to discuss, say, make a statement, any gear you want to see. Text went out, email went out. If you're not on our list, you should get there. we're getting up early tomorrow too and running right back out full speed. How much does Benning County love me? They don't act like they love me. But on the other hand, I'm not super involved in their shit because when I go where there's a lot of people, I tell motherfuckers what I think. So I'm better off not going where the locals are. When we leave the property, the gates close and the place gets locked up. There's still usually people on the property even when we're gone. But we don't hang out in town. We go to other cities. Very, very poverty mindset. Very the definition of success for much of the population here is to get on disability, to pretend you're disabled, to get disability so that you don't have to work, and then they still go do odd jobs and shit because they're not disabled. But their disability only pays them $1,100, $1,200 a month. Like, that is the goal for most of the folks here. So I don't usually hang out with many of the common folks. There are some people here that are wonderful, great people, but we don't hang out in town. If I see those folks, they usually come here, right? Because we have something like-minded in common. With the taxes y'all pay. So we spend money in the town, and we pay every person at these sewing machines. Most of their money is spent in this town also. So sales tax, payroll tax, but most of that, it goes, the feds eat most of that up. That's all federal shit. Most of the taxes we pay don't do shit for the fucking county. Does the 308 Micros have the Velcro on the front pocket? Like they do, Eric. They absolutely do. We need to change that photo on the website. I thought I did add some photos on the website. Lost almost 40 pounds of fat on the BBB&E. What is that? For 2 months of monotony and all, you can eat bacon. Oh, got it. Like the proper human diet. Bacon, butter, beef, and eggs. Got it. Can't even live on $1,100 a month. Bro, I'm fucking with you. I eat $1,100 a month eating out on 4 weekends. I mean, yeah. It's just fucking, because that's the business plan here, right? This is retirement place or local family. So you have old second, third, fourth, fifth generation families. So the shitbag grandkids or the kids, who live at mom's house until they're 40 or 50 and mom dies, expires at 70 or 80, they inherit the trailer. So if there's any wood on the property, the first thing they do is they sell the wood, and then they break up any acreage and sell that off. So they take the money out of the wood, sell the property off, get the disability check, and then they steal or sell whatever's left, come time for property taxes. And then eventually the county forecloses and they get pushed somewhere else, and somebody else local buys it, does a little better with it for another generation. Thought about opening a local diner? Fuck no. No. Motherfuckers here are complaining about fucking $4. Like, you couldn't have a real coffee shop here. I mean, they kind of do. No, there's some diners here. There are some diners here. Handled boot bags. Just wanted to see one. B Jones. It looks just like our large tool bags, just like our large tool bag lights, right? Looks just like the tool bag light. It's just, I don't know, guys, what is it? 10%, 20% bigger? It literally looks just like the Marine Corps bag. Except for the Veterans Day code, you get to order whatever color you want. Now, some of you dudes were going to be like, hey, we can't fucking do that. We don't have it. We're out of it. Can't do the combo. But, you know, I'm sure Amanda said put your 3 closest choices in the notes. Stockholm Syndrome slave. Yes, very much. Very much. It's just shitty mindset, man. We program children by age 7, right? So if a kid's sitting at a tire store or sitting at a gas station and a nice Corvette or Ferrari pulls in, right? And the kid's very enamored with the car, but the dad's like, oh, must be nice, man. That dude's probably a fucking shithead. He probably doesn't pay his employees so that he can have, you know, and you set the course of that kid's life right then. When if they said, oh, I bet that dude works really hard, that is nice. And you could have that if that's what you really want and you set your mind to it. So it's literally just that conversation sets that direction because we're infected. We are infected, whether you know it or not. You're going to absorb what you're around, and that's your program. You're programmed for that. You're programmed for success or failure at a young age. That's why we love to show football and basketball players who have made it, right? Because it's inner city youth. Most of them are infected by poverty because it's mindset. And I mean, there is some, the government did have a hand in a lot of that. But the few that escape, we like to spotlight them, right? We like to make an example and because it gives hope to the other slaves. And that's really what it is. And I don't say that because it's football and basketball. That's what we are. We are all tax cows. We are just fucking cattles. And the voting box, that's your slave suggestion box, right? Busy day, busy day. Best sushi, Franklin, Nashville. Franklin has a place called Koi, Amanda. I think it's called Koi Sushi and Thai. Good place. We used to go there. We've been there hundreds of times. There's a place in Brentwood that's also a sushi. They're all Thai places around there called Peter's. And there's another little one on the other plaza right there across from REI that are both very good. A really good sushi place is Virago in the Gulch. And you just roll up there and they valet your shit. And any of the restaurants on Second there in the Gulch, they're all very, very high-end restaurants. You'll have a great experience at any of them. LBV type system looking. I haven't done anything with it in a couple days. I'm still where I was when it was on the mannequin, but I'm gonna make some changes to it. You'll probably see another one next week. Sushi Suki is across from REI. There we go, Amanda. Entitlement center. Yes. It's just shitty. It's just low. It's white trash. It's white trash. That's what it is. Wes Watson yells at you. You say nice car when he sees. Reed, Real J Hill. I've listened to all of it. So did you join his program? You want to change your life? Join his program. $10 a day. You want more access where he actually fucking and that's who you talk to. You'll talk to him. He has a team of nutritionists. He's got a team of trainers. They'll do all your shit. Your blood work. I would suspect they're probably tied in with a TRT place. $100 a day. He has a program between $10 and $100 a day. Well, I can't afford what? I can't afford $300 a week. What? I can't afford $3,000 a month. What's your fucking life worth? If you can't get your fitness right, you are never going to achieve you know the deal, man. If you can achieve the fitness, then you have the discipline. And if you have the discipline, then you can fucking make the money. Yeah, low vibration people. That's it exactly. Low performance motherfuckers. I didn't join the program. Just been listening to his Spotify podcast. Real J Hill. check out the program, bro. Check it out. I'm not telling you do it. Check it out and be aware of it. He also, yeah, he does carnivore most of the time. He sure does. And then here's the secret, guys. When you see those dudes and they're super jacked and they got all those big veins, you don't get those big veins until you're older, right? But a lot of it's chemicals, right? A lot of it's chemicals, liver guy and all that shit, right? Those huge Phenoplex, there's other stuff. But here's the secret, right? You run 0 carbs, super low carbs, lean out before you have an appearance or you need to go someplace where you're going to look like that. Lean out and then fucking carb up. When you just a little bit of carbs, and it can just be shit carbs. It can be fucking cereal, whatever. You will fucking blow up. You will be volumized and your fucking veins will be massive. But they're walking around low body fat already, right? Those dudes are walking around 8 to 10% body fat. And all you motherfuckers like, oh, I'm probably 12. No, you're probably 20. Like, you have no fucking idea. Whatever you think you are, you're not. There's an exception. I'm sure there's one dude listening and is like, bro, I was on stage last night, IFBB Pro. I've got a lot of those friends. They know what body fat they are. Most dudes, whatever you think you are, you're fucking not. Coy is my wife and I's spot. We saw you guys at that place in Brentwood a while back. Bro, why didn't you, did you introduce yourself, man? If you ever see me, any ears hearing this, if you ever see me, say hello to me. Come say hi to us. Really appreciate you letting me know about MFCEO. Just watched phenomenal interview with him. Yes. Guys, Grant, hang on a second. Wes Watson was on the MFCEO podcast. I never heard of him. He wasn't even on my radar until he was on Andy's show a couple months ago. Always valet. Fuck yes, always valet. Why would you not? Fuck yes, always valet. And we pay our valets. If I'm gonna go someplace more than once, I make sure them motherfuckers remember who the fuck we are, and they literally fight over us. And we get good service, man. I'm the nurse anesthesiast you've run into. Oh, right on, man. Grant, right on. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a fucking great night. Whatever you're about to do, fucking do it. Do it with fucking perfection, right? If you're going to sleep, be the best sleeping motherfucker you can be. You're going to bang your wife, bang her so that she fucking walks funny tomorrow, right? If you're going to do whatever you're doing, and don't do stupid shit. Make it fucking worth bragging about. And tomorrow, when you wake up and do whatever you're doing, fucking kill it. And then let's talk about it tomorrow night. I'm out of here, guys. Haul water tomorrow with buckets and a stick across your neck. Night, guys. Have a good night.